Jumper, commence countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was kind of a dingus.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Hello and welcome to the 18th episode of Transformers ToyCast. I am TFG1 Mike, and joining me, actually breaking his Transformers ToyCast carry, is Steve Megatron. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Yes.
Despite allergies.
Yes, despite allergies and the fact that the weather sucks and... well, I just recorded a episode 17 last night with Michael Wilson. We're doing episode 18 today just because of scheduling conflicts and everything else. So, yeah, you get a second episode of ToyCast this week. I guess I'm going to let you go first with your choice because, again, I'm the boss of this show and I don't have any Transformers toys left, so I'm talking about non-Transformers stuff. So, what is your pick, sir?
My pick is the Transmetal 2 Beast Wars Megatron, also known as the Red Dragon.
The horrible one.
No, that's not the horrible one.
Yes, it is.
Beast Machines figures were horrible.
Well, technically, isn't that part of his Beast Machines thing anyway?
Kind of, but not really. It was the end of Beast Wars Season 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, see.
He had it throughout, well, it was the last 4 episodes of Beast Wars that he had this form.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I remember that now. See, I thought, when you first told me off air that it was the Transmetal 2 Megatron, I'm thinking the purple, shiny Tyrannosaurus Rex, which was really, really cool. I like that figure.
Yeah, that one's cool, too. That's the Transmetal. But actually, this one is not technically Transmetal 2 because it was Transmetal Megatron mixing his spark with the Generation 1 Megatron, which created this form, kind of like Optimal Optimus.
Yeah.
They just dubbed it Transmetal 2 just so that they could sell the gimmicks.
Yeah.
But this particular figure I really like. The detail is pretty well done. Of course, Megatron's head is, as usual, not color accurate.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that big-ass cheesy grin. The eyes are not the right color. They're green. He's got some orange on his head, which technically should be kind of reddish. Yeah, the overall face and head sculpt is fine as far as the shaping, but the coloration is not accurate whatsoever. His, like a lot of the form, it's shiny, yet some of it is still pretty off color, which was typical for Beast Wars. Right. I would like to see them redo this figure as a fully detailed.
Mm-hmm.
I just like this figure because it was one of the first that I actually bought.
Yeah.
Like most of them I got were for Christmas or my birthday or whatever.
Yep.
His transformation is pretty... It's pretty easy. I mean, it's a little bit difficult, but it's pretty easy. Unlike Optimal Optimus, his bullets, when they do manage to fire and hit you in the face, don't freaking hurt. Which I have hurt myself numerous times with Optimal.
Yeah.
Transformation isn't too difficult, like I said. His arms pop off from the top and slide down. The one arm has the dragon arm, no regular hand or fist or anything else. And that launches a bullet, and there's a slight purple thing on his arm that, similar to the original the original Purple Dragon.
Right.
Or not Purple Dragon, Purple Dinosaur. He had the gimmick of the water squirter.
Right.
Well, this one, it has the gimmick of that his head moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can move the neck with this purple piece, which is kind of lame because it doesn't work all that well.
I see.
But you can launch a missile out of his mouth of the dragon. There's no like special coloration for the like the iris of the eyeball.
Yeah.
Like the previous Megatron have not had. Unlike the Toys R Us exclusive of the T-Rex, that was probably the best Megatron coloration out of all of them, obviously, because they redid it.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we always can't get show-accurate toys for a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think here. Which mode do you like better, the robot mode or the beast mode?
He doesn't stand very well in beast mode, so I like his robot mode. Not only that, but that's because that was my favorite Megatron form, was always in robot mode, because that's where he's most powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the entire Beast Wars line, you cannot kibble-proof it, because, I mean, you take any of the Megatrons, and you have, the arm or the tail or something, you're gonna have kibble in robot mode on those figures.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of the nature of the fact that they're friggin' animals. I mean, it's not like, yeah, you're gonna get some kibble on cars and jets and stuff, but not as much as beasts.
Well, yeah, because you have to hide the animal form somewhere.
Yeah. Which probably a lot of engineering went into, I mean, more than, I'm sure they're fairly easy, and you can actually mold it. The animation cells and stuff, you can actually, in the storyboard, you can draw it around it, like with Rhinox. I believe in the show, Rhinox's, his rhinoceros mouth, or part of it, became his chest, wasn't that?
Yeah, his rhinoceros mouth, the bottom part of his jaw flipped into his, the front of his chest and the back.
Right.
The top of the head went onto his back.
Right. Which, I mean, in animation it looks great, but on toys, no. You need to be able to distinguish between an alternate mode and a robot mode.
Yeah, a lot of them, unfortunately, didn't have that great of robot form looks. I mean, the beast modes pretty much were flawless, give or take a few. But the robot modes had a lot of issues and not being show accurate, which is why later you see like Walmart, Target exclusive, Toys R Us exclusives with fully show accurate versions or colorations.
Yeah. I remember I don't have it anymore, but I did get a mint on card Transmetal 2 Cheetor, and I used it as a wall display. I wasn't even going to open it. People have heard me say on the show many a times that, I'm sorry, Transformers should not be difficult. Yeah, a 3 or 4 year old could probably do it, but every Transformers toy I've picked up, I've looked at the age range on it, and it says ages 5 and up, level 3 conversion, high difficulty. I'm sorry, if I'm a parent, and I've said this before, people, I'm sure people are going to be sick of me saying this, but if I'm a parent and I go in there to the toy store with my kid and he wants, say, Transformers Animated Blur, Deluxe Blur, and it says level 3, high difficulty conversion, I'm like, yo, okay. I mean, hell, I'm 29 years old and I broke Blur's legs off, for Christ's sakes.
Well, that's, yeah. But at the same time, most kids will sit there and read the instructions until they get it right.
The problem with Hasbro's instructions, though, is it's a visual guide, and for me, I either need to, like I read through the end scripts of each of our shows, I need to read through something, not actually see a visual picture of it, because I'm like, I'll end up fiddling around with it. Kids are different, that's fine, but, I don't know. I just don't think that, they can put whatever level if they have to. I just don't think that they should say on there, high difficulty conversion or advanced conversion or whatever the hell it says on the on on the packaging. I just don't think that should be on there. I don't know. It's just me, though.
I don't know. It's probably just a warning because some parents complained.
Yeah, probably. Well, who doesn't complain?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Do you have any other thoughts on Transmetal or Red Dragon Megatron?
No, other than the fact that that's one of my favorite versions of Megatron, next to his Transmetal T-Rex.
Yep.
I like both of those probably equally. I wish that they would have made the regular Transmetal one taller, like in scale with at least his original T-Rex form. Because he was a mega figure, but he stood almost the height of a deluxe. So it kind of sucked in that sense, because Megatron it should be towering over the deluxes. Mm-hmm. He was as tall as, like, freaking Inferno and some of the other ones. He should have been a little bit taller compared to what they made him. Yeah.
But. Well, again, like I said before in the beginning, since I'm the boss of this damn show, I can do whatever the hell I want. And I don't have any more Transformers toys, so I brought out my Kight Rider Thermos. Yes, I had a Kight Rider lunchbox when I was a kid. I don't have the lunchbox anymore, but I did find an image of it. For some odd reason, I think it's not duct tape. Oh, crap. I don't know. It's almost like surgical tape. It has this thing came out in 85, this lunchbox, so yeah, it's almost, 25 years old or whatever. It still has my readable name on a piece of tape on the side of the thermos, and the front of it has the Kight Rider, the kit car with Kight Rider.
Yeah.
Maybe I should wash this thing out. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while. I opened it up. It smells like 25-year-old chicken noodle soup broth.
Wow, that's pretty gross, dude.
It's like, it's not like an overpowering stench, like, when, say, somebody farts really, really bad in a room and it just clears the room. It's not like that overpowering, but that's just what it smells like. Of course, this is the first time I've opened it since I got it back from my mom. Those lunch boxes back in the 80s, the metal lunch boxes, they were always so cool, but you couldn't really put a whole lot of lunch in there. You just had enough room for some, maybe a sandwich, of chips, and then, of course, the thermos with whatever, Kool-Aid or soda or whatever your parents gave you. And then on my shelf, next to it, I found a, MLB Fleer Collectibles mini monster truck. It is a Boston Red Sox mini monster truck. And it is one of these things that if you pull it, or if you pull it back and just let go, it's kind of like I think what's the hell the name of them stupid twins? Oh crap!
From what?
From TF, from G1, Top Spinner and Twin Twist. It's basically that type of thing where you pull it back and let it. It's kind of like those, it's almost like a Micro Machines thing type of deal. I haven't actually taken it out of the packaging. It's still in the packaging. It just sits on my shelf. I think it's cool only because it has, Red Sox stuff. It's got the team name, team logos on it. And, it's got the team name on the tailgate, and even the license plate might say Red Sox, or it might say Fleer. I don't know. I can't see it. It's too small. I don't know. Whatever. Wow, this is probably going to be the shortest episode of ToyCast ever.
Yeah, unfortunately, because one, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, considering I've never been in an episode.
Well, it's basically, you basically did what everybody else is doing. What we always do. We just don't have, just because I don't have an actual toy to actually discuss that's Transformers related. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. So you're fine doing it. So, oh boy. So I think that will bring episode 18 to a close. Like I said, there's really not that much else that we can talk about. So thank you for joining us here on Transformers ToyCast. There are several ways to get in contact with us or leave feedback for the show. The first is that you can visit www.geekcastradio.com and find all the other GCRN podcasts there. The second is that you can stop by www.PredicationEmpire.com/CafeSpark, which is our forums, and get all your GCRN/Transformers discussion topics there. Third is you can leave the show feedback on iTunes. Please do this. The fourth is you can visit the earth-2.net forums and find our threads for the shows in the self-promotion section. And the fifth is the email address, which is tftoycast@gmail.com. We now have a voicemail line. Call us and leave us your thoughts on each episode. Be sure to say which show you're leaving a message for. The number is 502-526-5821. You can also follow us on Twitter. The show name there is TFToycast. Mine is TFG1Mike. And what is your Twitter?
SCP-21.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Transformers Toycast and wish that you'll join us next time. For now, I am TFG1Mike with
Steve Megatron Phillips.
saying the more words of Optimus Prime, transform and roll out, and thank you for listening. Until next time.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. I see a new episode of ToonCast coming this week.